and welcome back to Inspirational Cafe. I'm your girl Rochelle here. I uplift, encourage, and inspire. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, and please do subscribe. I want to ask you a question. What are you waiting on? We all know that the time is now. The time is now to start moving forward into your purpose, into those plans that you've made years ago, maybe last year. I stated in a few videos ago, I can remember last year, 2020. My goodness, I was seeking Christ and I wasn't sure. I asked God so many times, what is my purpose? God, what is my purpose? What you want me to do? What you want me to do? And I would pray and pray and pray. And how many of you know when you pray, God answers prayer? I can remember saying, God, what is my purpose? I know you know I'm in Christ, but what is my purpose? What do you want me to do? And all last year, I prayed and prayed, and God said, I want you to start speaking on YouTube. I said, what? What, God? On YouTube? When I don't know the first thing about YouTube? I don't know the ins and outs of YouTube. I watch videos on YouTube. I'm familiar with YouTube, yeah. I've watched many videos. I've watched many, many people on YouTube, many speakers. I love YouTube videos. But I said, my God, me start a YouTube channel? You have got to be, this has got to be a joke. And I can remember clearly him saying, I want you to speak. I want you to speak. I want you to encourage. I want you to uplift. I want you to inspire. And the first thing I said, God, I can't do that. I'm not an elegant speaker. First of all, I'm shy. Second, I'm a behind the scenes person. I will give you the words to speak. If you ask my opinion, I'll give you advice on what you should do. I've always been a behind the scenes person. I'll tell you, how you should lay this out, how you should start this, how your plans should, how you should make out your plans, how you should map out everything. Oh, I'm great with giving advice. I'm great with telling what you should do behind the scenes, not in front. So I've always been a behind the scenes kind of person. I'll tell you how you should execute a plan, how you should move forward into that business plan of what you want to do. But I would tell you behind the scenes, maybe through a phone call, maybe speaking face to face. But to put myself out on YouTube, I say, God, you have got to be kidding. Oh, no. So needless to say, yeah, I was disobedient. I was disobedient. And how many of you know God won't leave you alone? My God, he will not leave you alone. I can remember praying and saying, God, what you want me to do? What else you want me to do? Because that was out of the picture. That was out of the question. I'm not starting no YouTube video. Are you crazy? To be criticized and critiqued by many? Oh no, that God, you must got another plan in mind. I know you got something else. Come on, dig deep. Because I know you got something else for me to do. Maybe hand out pamphlets or something. Maybe, be in a church group. And maybe be an assistant to someone else. Because I've never seen myself in leadership role. Or actually by myself doing something. I've always been the side person, an assistant too. But to just go out on my own, and especially in front of a camera, are you kidding? And my God, needless to say, he would never leave me alone. It was always in my mind. You're supposed to start a YouTube channel. You should be speaking. You should be encouraging, inspiring, uplifting. I've given you a lot to say that I want you to say to the people. And I'm like, oh my God, leave me alone, please. But he would not leave me alone until I actually sat down one day and I said, God, okay, if this is what you want me to do, then give me the name. What is my content going to be about? He told me your content is going to be about what you love. You love to encourage folk. You've been giving folk advice ever since you were born. Ever since I can remember, ever since you were able to speak and to encourage others, ever since you were of age to encourage your friends, family members. People will call you for advice all the time. What are you talking about? And you always support, you always encourage, you always are inspiring to others. So use what I've given you and go complete what I've told you to do. Walk in your purpose. And in my mind, I'm saying, yeah, but that's behind the scenes, Lord. Because of fear, because of what I thought others would think of me, because I didn't want to be criticized. But you know what God said? You're more concerned about what others think about you than what I think about you. And that's when I said, okay, God, you have a point. And I got myself together. I built up the strength of courage. And I said, God, you've given me the name. You told me what to speak about. You've given me the content. I'm going to move forward into what you told me to do. I'm no longer going to be disobedient, but I'm going to use the gift and the talents that you've given me to inspire, to uplift, to encourage, to let others know that I'm not any perfect than what they think they are. I have issues. Yes. Daily issues. I'm no better. I have obstacles. I hurt. I have to call on God to rescue me out of situations. I've once been lost, but now I'm found. I have the same issues that some of you have. Fear, being afraid, not believing that I was purposed. I have the same issues. I'm no different. I'm no better than anyone else. But how many of you know He uses the imperfect people? He uses all of us. We all have a greatness, a uniqueness on the inside of us. We all have those special talents, those gifts that makes us who we are. We all been gifted with purpose, with great plans that God has for each and every one of us. We all are placed here to add value to someone else's life. And the mistake we make is, it's not about us. My whole I was afraid because it was all about me. Me. Oh, what are people going to say about me? They're going to critique me. They're going to say that she doesn't speak eloquently. God said, don't worry about that. You worry about what I told you to do. You walk in your purpose. You do what I said do and watch me give you the tools that you need to fulfill the purpose. Watch me use you for greatness. So needless to say, after making out a plan, after praying, daily, because there was still a side of me that said, God, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. So then I began to pray for courage and move out of being fearful. And I said, God, if you give me the courage, you give me the strength, you give me the words to speak, that others will want to listen, that I will be able to inspire, to uplift, to encourage. If you give me the words to speak so that I will add value to someone else's life, then I'm all in. And I remember beginning to pray for courage, beginning to pray for strength, beginning to pray that God will use me mightily so that I will speak into the lives of others, so that they will hear me, that He will speak through me and not I myself. And God did just that. And I said, God, my God, I'm grateful that now I am obedient to your word, to your will, to your way. Because for so long, I worried about what others thought of me. How would they critique me? When God said, don't worry about what they have to say about you. It's all for you to move forward into your purpose, and so that I will get the glory. See, so often we worry about what others have to say about us, and it's not about us. It's about God using us so that he will get the glory, so that his word will be manifested, because we know his word is true. Indeed, he said we are fearfully and wonderfully made. That means whatever God has purposed us with, if we walk in his will and not our own, and lean not to what we see or understand, but to trust in God fully, that we're capable to do everything that God has purposed us to do. So the time is now. I've never seen so many businesses be started last year and moving forward into this year, the year of 2021. We've watched businesses be formed through Zoom, through YouTube, through so many media outlets. People are expanding businesses through media outlets, through social media. And guess what God is doing? His hand is upon them because they were obedient to his word, to his will, to his way. They're not worried about what others think about them, but they're moving forward into their purpose. So I want to encourage you, the time is now. That gift that you've been sitting on for years and God told you to move forward, but because of fear, because of being afraid of what others think of you, don't worry about others. Your only concern should be Christ. You should only be concerned about what he thinks of you. And he will always give you what you need to move forward. I want to encourage you, move forward into that great plan you have that you've been sitting on because of fear, because of doubt, because of being afraid of what others think of you. No, don't worry about others. Move into your purpose and watch God do exceedingly, abundantly, and above all you could ever ask or think. I'm a witness. I was so afraid. I was so afraid of being in front of the camera because I'm shy. It may be hard to believe, but I am a shy person. But how many of you know when God is for you and when God is in your plans and what he's purposed you with, all of that goes out the window. All of the shyness, all of the fearfulness, it simply goes out the window because God has purposed you with great gifts. So many of us have so many gifts that we're sitting on. We need to use them to the best of our ability because God has purposed each and every one of us with great gifts on the inside. We need to use them. Now is the time. Move forward into those gifts, those great plans, those talents. Stop sitting on those talents. Now is your time to move. Watch God push you. Watch him push you. Sometimes if you don't move when he wants you to, he'll push you. And often the push isn't easy. It's a hard push. So before you allow God to push you harshly, be obedient. Move into your purpose. Stop being fearful of what others think. Wouldn't you rather be successful and allow them to talk about you than not move into your purpose and do nothing and have them talk about you? Move into your greater. Now is the time. This is the season. God is moving mightily in all of our lives. The time is now. I want to encourage you. Move forward. Move into your purpose and watch God do amazing things. As always, I'm Rochelle. This is Inspirational Cafe. Until next time, be blessed.